Welcome to this video. Today we're going to work on the engine, disassemble some parts and start painting it again.
Black this time. Paint the stuff black.
Today we're going to work on the engine. We're going to disassemble a lot of the metal work around the engine because that's all in the color pink, and we don't want it pink. We're going to sand down, repair. There's a few cracks in some of the parts, weld them up, clean them up, and paint them black. That's what we'll start doing. That's it. We're going to paint it black.
Yeah. Woohoo! Let's go. Painty, painty.
Now I can explain to you about the tensioner. If you haven't, then this is the V-belt is driven by the engine, and this is the crank, which also drives the pistons, but it drives the alternator, and the alternator drives a big fan for the air cooling. It's an air-cooled engine. But you see there's no tensioner on this belt, and they tension it, and you can take it off now all the way.
Oh, thing?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. That there's a number of thin shims behind the nut. And what you do is, if you can take off the half of the pulley. My head, I'm lost for words. Pulley, and if you want to loosen the belt, what you do is you bring the pulley outwards from each other, because then the belt can sink in lower on the pulley. Do you understand that?
Put more rings in.
Exactly. You put more shims in, and then you're bringing the half of the pulley out, and therefore the belt can sink lower into this pulley, and therefore it loosens itself up. And if you want to tighten it, you take shims away. Okay, so I guess we've loosened all the other small bolts. We've taken the two vents off. I think we can lift it up. Yep. Okay. Yeah, we can put those back. Now you have revealed the oil cooler.
Yeah.
Which sits on top. So the air, I don't know if it's sucked or blown, but anyway, comes out here, is blown through here, and blows through these two cylinders, and it sucks it in and blows it here, or it goes the other way around. It sucks it through here, and it blows it through there, and then it comes out. So this picture shows it more clearly. The cool air comes in at the back of the engine by the fan sucking in the air, and the air then just flows through the oil cooler and then flows down over the two pairs of cylinders and then exits at the bottom. So that one air-cooled engine. So now we can look at the fins and see if everything's clean. There's no obstructions in there. It looks all fine. But we want to take all the purple, pink pieces off. Check the engine at the same time, and then paint the whole thing in a different color than pink. And we can decide what that color is. But pink is a bit too much. Yep. The car is not going to stay pink. The car is going to get red or be red. So we can either paint this black or, I don't know. I think any color will make it more difficult. See, this paint was also chipping off. Yeah, there's so much cleaning involved if you want to do it in a real nice color. I don't think we need that. So here we're just loosening a lot of the small bolts that keep all the metal plating around the engine. Luckily, most of them come loose without a hitch. We only had, I think, one that really snapped off in the aluminum. But that we will fix later. They painted the inside of the cover, which is all.
Oh.
That will mess up the oil filter.
Really? Really?
Yeah, sure. Can you see it?
Yeah.
See, they painted it, and that's not sticking. So that's coming off. And it's hard and it's flaky. And it will end up in the oil filter, clogging it up. What we have to do now, Mose, we have to take the other side off. We take the seals off. And we have to, we'll leave that alone. But this has to be cleaned in and out before we paint it.
Just like this, right? What did you do? You did this.
Yeah, what you do is you lift, you can do it in the middle.
Yeah?
Middle is, yeah, perfect.
That's the middle.
Perfect. Yep, that's it. You're there. See, and it goes over the 2 notches. And now you can, the best is to wiggle it loose with your hands if you can. But if it doesn't work, you can use the, yeah. Don't cut yourself. Okay. Oh my, it's the same thing here.
Ooh.
Good thing we did this. There's a lot of paint coming off. See, and it ends up in the engine, ends up in the oil filter, and will definitely clog it up. Now we're max. We have to clean those, hopefully, and we can hopefully paint them outside. So then it's just taking off all the pink parts that are on the engine. The people who painted these parts pink went through a lot of time and effort to take off all these pieces and prepare them and paint them pink. And now, I guess 10 years later, the new owner wants them to be black. So who knows what other colors there will be in the future. But for now, we're going to sand them and prepare them for paint, and they're all going to be black. You pull it. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Okay, so is this one all loose? Yeah, okay, here's this one. Okay.
Wow.
I don't know if this is on that side, because you do.
Why is it so thick? Did they do...
There's an insulation material. Yeah, you have to be careful because that might be asbestos.
Oh.
Because the age of the car suggests it's been there a while. There we go.
So this stuff?
Yeah, that's stuff that's squeezed in there.
This.
Yeah. Yeah, well, people are exaggerating with the dangers of asbestos. People have.
What are the dangers?
The danger is that there's tiny little fibers, and when they get deep into your lungs, they trigger a reaction of your lungs that can cause cell growth, uncontrolled cell growth, cancer.
Oh.
And these tools were so expensive in my time when I started working on cars.
Really?
Yeah,
and now
to save up for a. No, these are now these kind of things.
Yeah.
In hot set, so that's German quality. And the top of the bill is like Snap-on, but then from Germany. They were 20 euros then, so that would mean that they now would be like 40 or 50 euros for one piece. Now these things are like 6, and they're a good quality. You don't have to.
Great.
Yeah, it is. Okay. What's this? See, that sort of works, but I don't think I'm going to get that one in there without me helping it a little bit.
No, I don't think so
No.
either.
But
Either.
we can help it a little bit, can't we? Oops. Now he has to pull it off. You want to pull it?
Sure. How does this work?
Here, number 14. Ready?
Which way?
The right way.
So.
It's again, lefty loosey.
Righty tighty or loosey?
Righty tighty.
Okay.
Do you see it coming? Yeah, you see it coming. Okay.
I don't see anything coming.
Oh, well, it came. It came. That's why.
Apparently. Watch better.
Yeah, watch here. You have to watch.
Oh.
It was already coming. See?
Coming where? I don't know what we're doing.
Off the shaft.
We're pushing it up.
No. Taking the pulley off.
I just thought that was moving in.
Okay.
I was thinking about the. Oh.
There we go.
There we go.
This is the pulley. And the pulley,
Hello, pulley. I'm Mouse.
what you can see here and what you can feel there, you see there's a thread in there?
Yep, I can see that.
So when the oil comes and wants to come out, this will push the oil back in.
Move it.
Yes, it will. We'll have to clean that too. That's not what. So then we've taken off all the metal parts and that have to be painted, and then it's a lot of cleaning and sanding and roughing them up a little bit for paint. Of course, now noticing I have to put a mask on, but this is a lot of tedious work. I lost Mose here for a while. She went into the city, do some other stuff, some more fun stuff, and then it's up to her dad to do the most tedious work himself, and that's totally fine. She helped me a lot. She will help me later. She did lose a lot of sanding anyway, before and after this footage. And then there was a lot of work on hammer and dollying. Certain metal pieces were bent, mangled a little bit, and also cracked. So here's just a lot of hammering to get the metal to shrink somewhat, bend into place, and to make it nice again before I want to clean it and weld the pieces back together. So then there was welding on the cracks that were in the thin sheet metal pressed pieces, and over the years they I guess they move and they vibrate, and then certain cracks appear. So well, that was just a lot of small, and it's thin material, so a lot of small pieces to weld. And afterwards I'm gonna sand them down again and make it nice. And it's more that I want to know that they're all back to where they were originally, that it has to do anything with the strength or functionality of these parts. But I had fun in just cleaning it up and making it look nice again. And here I am welding back in a captive nut, one of the two that holds the coil. This is the big fan housing. It's just welding or spot welding it back into place. Everything with my MIG, as that is the only equipment I have. I don't have the TIG welder yet. I'd love to have one, but who knows? That's a future buy. It's something that stays on my wish list. So I'm testing the bolt if it goes in freely, and then I'll clean up the welds and paint it. So then it's just a lot of sanding of all the parts, rough and fine sanders, and I using my little belt sander a lot, and also this fine machine. It's a very nice versatile tool, and you also can fit on a little triangle sanding holder, I guess, and little sandpaper pads can be fitted on, and it's really neat machine to get into little the corners and niches. But it's just a lot of time that you have to spend in sanding all the parts and prepping them for paint, and at the same time teaching Mose how to change a battery on the machine, and they're kind of stuck. It's not that easy to replace. So you've been playing with the primer.
Yep.
Well done. Looks good. So after primer, It's getting everything ready and putting a fresh coat of black paint on it. It's matte paint. It's just shiny from it's wet. We're gonna put some layers onto it. I want to at least have 3 layers of black paint on the older parts, and then have them dry. It was very warm outside, at least for the Netherlands. It was close to 30 degrees Celsius, so the paint dried very quickly. It was an easy job to do, and it was nice to do it outside. It was also a very good exercise for most training to paint with a spray can or rattle can without having any runners or runs in the paint. And she seemed to be a natural in it. She knows how to stop, when to stop putting on more paint before it starts to run. And although this looks like she's getting the paint in her face, it was actually the wind was blowing away, so it was coming from the back of her. So there was no risk, and we didn't need to wear any masks. But it was nice to do it outside. If we just stayed out of the direct sunlight, it was fine. Otherwise, it was way too hot to paint. See, we did quite a bit. 3 coats. Moses is doing the last, but we're running out of paint. We have to get some more cans. It is very hot. It's already hot now. It will get even hotter. Luckily, in the loads, it's very cool. I have very special glass fitted. I had a choice and I did it. It's glass that will reflect the sun.
Oh, really?
Yeah, keep the heat out. And it does do a remarkable job. So we'll be happy when we can go back in the loads. Okay, so thanks for watching. Have a great summer. And we'll be back in August, probably.
Something like
with more footage on the Beetle.
Yep.
We're gonna go full throttle on the engine. And hopefully we'll get the engine back on the gearbox so that we can really check the engine for wear, and then continue from then. I think we have a lot of sanding to do.
Still.
And a lot of welding to do on the body. But first...
We say that every video.
Yeah, we do. Okay. Well, thanks for watching again. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.